You're right guys, it's Capcom Tom here and I am back for another Super Sunday Squad Builder, and today we're going to be building a team with the highest rated defense possible on Ultimate Team, and we've got a very special guest card that only came out last night in the squad as well. Definitely worth sticking about for, and you will have to wait and see what it is. Now, if you're looking for Ultimate Team coins, go down into the description and check out FIFA Coins Online's Facebook page. Drop a like and it will keep you up to date with all the latest deals that they've got going on their website. Now, let's sort out the giveaways. So last week I was giving away a team of the season Benicia to whoever could come up with the best hidden gem and a great reason why. Now, the guy I've given it to is Guiba09, who said his favourite was the CDM Claudemir, who plays for CD Nacional in Liga Portuguesa. He brought him for his Brasilvas team, and he is simply amazing. He has great long shots and great free kick stats, and when you partner him up with Leo Gaga, you've got a very strong team. If you haven't used him, you definitely should. I will, Guiba. Thanks for that tip, and I hope you guys all go out and try him as well. Although, let me buy one first, because I know his price will rocket if you all go and buy him as well. So, we now need to sort out this week's giveaway. So this week we're going to be giving away a team of the season Varane. Now all you have to do if you want to win this card is like the video, subscribe to the channel, go down into the comment section and drop a comment saying what your favourite game is ever. It can be anything you want, anything at all. Don't put FIFA, because I don't want to hear any FIFA. All of our favourite game at the moment is FIFA, otherwise you wouldn't be here. But let's hear your favourites. It can be absolutely anything, as I said. I'll pick one at random next week and announce it in the video. So that's it. Let's get on with the video. Let's build this squad then. Now, the idea that I came up with for this squad was sort of inspired by last week. You guys really seem to enjoy the sort of like the mix of gold, really strong players with some strong silver players, maybe to balance out that handicap. Now, I wanted to go and try it this way and do it sort of backwards, because last week I used really powerful strikers and then had weaker defenders. And this week I wanted to mix it up and use a really strong defence. So I've gone away and bought the highest rated defence that you can buy, hence why they're 5 players, because we want 5 defenders, the most we can possibly get. And then I've sort of weakened it up the front. So let's just quickly put all the defenders in so you can see who we've got. So at right wing back, we've got the highest rated right wing back out there, and that is Philip Lahm. We also have Sergio Ramos, the team of the year version, and the team of the year version PK as well. 92, 93 and 92 rated those players. And then the other centre back we are using is Thiago Silva, another 92 rated centre back. And also the left wing back is Marcelo, the 89 rated version. I was hoping that Jordi Alba would be higher rated than him, but unfortunately he is not. He's only 87. So there we go. That is how the defence looks. Pretty good. I've used defences like this in the past. I think I've used sort of like in a different way. I used 3 at the back, and these sort of 3 players came up in it and they played hideously. They are so clunky. They are absolutely terrible, and I really did not enjoy them when I used the cards without trying to balance out the handicap. So we need to balance out the rest of the team, so the rest of the team obviously is going to be a bit worse. We have had to use another gold player in here, and that's Javi Martinez, because he gets the link to both Sergio Ramos, PK, and a strong link over to Lahm. So he has to go in the squad just for chemistry purposes. Then we go and start putting in the slightly lower rated players. So at this centre mid position, we are going to be using a silver player, and it is Richarlison from Atletico Mineiro. There you go. He goes into the squad, obviously links up with Marcelo and Thiago Silva to give them sort of a chance of getting full chemistry. In fact, both are already on full chemistry. And then in goal, I didn't count the goalkeeper in the goal in the defence really, and you can see there that we have Pinto. He has 82 diving, 78 handling, 78 kicking, 72 reflex, 71 positioning. Thought that he'd be a good player. Worst goalkeeper I think I've ever used in my life. He was absolutely shocking. Really bad, and I'll sort of go a bit more into that in a second. So the rest of the squad. So as striker, I actually decided to use a bronze player to actually equal it out as much as possible, and we're going to be using Wesley. He's an 86 pace striker from the Sonata K-League. You can see he managed to score 6 goals in the 8 games I played with this team, which isn't too bad at a return. And yeah, I thought he was actually pretty good. Then at right forward, we are going to be using not a bronze player. That I did initially use a bronze player in that position. He just wasn't doing the job for me. I tried him, the bronze right forward there that you saw come up. I also used Jorge Enrique. the silver right forward that's Brazilian, didn't like him either, so I ended up going for Mike Onlieta. I'm actually using him on another squad, so his stats are a little bit messed up, but you can see there that I've actually played 13 games with him. He scored 8 goals, so he's still getting a pretty good return, and he played fantastic. The 5-star skill moves, just really, really good. Now, there's one position left. I think you could probably all guess who it is because it is in the title of this video and on the thumbnail. I couldn't help but put him in. I know I was supposed to be trying to balance it out as much as possible and therefore using silvers up front, but this guy, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to use him. He only came out last night, and it is the man of the match, Neymar. There you go. He goes into the squad. You can have a look at the stats for him. 92 pace, 86 shooting, 93 dribbling. He has 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. The guy I borrowed him off paid 3 million coins for him. I would only pay like 1 million coins for him at max. He's probably already down to about 2 million coins. I've heard rumours that he's going to be in the rest of the world team of the season, get a 92 rated version. So I would be very careful if you think about picking this guy up. However, well, it says I played 7 games. I know that I played 8 with him. Maybe one of them counted as a disconnect, but he managed to score 8 goals in the 7 games that he's got registered there. So he did pretty good for the team. I mean, that's more than 1 goal per game. And overall, really what we're here for is how the team played overall and whether I managed to balance out the problem with handicapping by using a slightly weaker strike and midfield. Now, did I manage to balance it out? If we look at the stats, I actually won 7 out of the 8 games that I played. One of them was won on penalties, and I lost one against a really strong Brazilian team that had Inform Hulk in it. Was a very difficult game. I ended up losing that one 4-2. Now, in terms of goals, I managed to score 17. Oh no, actually, 22. Managed to score 22 goals, and I conceded 12. And that's in 8 games. That means that even though I was scoring a heck of a lot, I was still conceding more than 1.5 goals on average per game, which is pretty dire considering the calibre of the defenders that we're using. What I might say is try a different goalkeeper. The goalkeeper definitely had a really bad impact on the team. He let in so many dodgy goals. I don't know what to say about him, but for the rest of the defence, still, even though I tried to balance it out as much as possible, it still felt clunky, didn't feel particularly good. PK, his problem is that he's slow, and even though I put him in the centre-back position, he would try and do this thing where he'll run up to the person when the ball comes into their feet and try and take it off them straight away. Now, because he's slow, he doesn't get in front of them quick enough. Now, if Ramos or Thiago Silva did that, they'd be fine. They just nip in front of him, take the ball and run off. That'd be absolutely fine. But PK always leaves himself exposed, and because you got the 3 at the back, he ends up going forwards, losing the ball, and leaving a huge spot behind him where the player can just go and get into that space and score. So he's still a very dodgy one. I would recommend you try out Sergio Ramos and Thiago Silva. They were perfectly good. So was Lahm. Didn't have a problem with Marcelo. They were pretty good as well. It was just PK. Just try someone else. I think there's some other really good, players that you could try in there. Maybe try Boateng instead, the team of the season version. That might work much better because he's a lot faster. And I know that it's horrible to, keep going on about pace, but this game really is all about pace. We all know it by now. The faster your players are, generally the better they'll perform. Other honourable mentions in this team, I have to say, would have been Richarlison. He had an absolute cracking time. He scored so many, well, I said he scored so many goals, he scored 1. I actually meant he set up so many goals. So a very good player in Richarlison. He also has 4-star skills, and just generally a pretty cool player. So that's the team, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Obviously there's the giveaway at the start, so drop a like for that, and if you've enjoyed the squad, drop a like for that as well. Stick about, because there's going to be some goals coming up in a second with some music. The music is down in the description as always, but other than that, I'm going to leave it there, and I will see you all next time.